taking on the road, Steve.
Were we heading to, like, basically following along this kind of trail and then going to Limni?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, you guys tell me.
Oh, that's what we shall do.
Okay. So you guys ride south. As you guys kind of start to go out of town, still using Roll20? I sure am. I do it. I just out of spite at this point. Hazelnut will kind of tug on your sleeve, Nyla, and just kind of like a little tear in her eye. She's like, "No more pie."
Well, the pie man is not. It's not the pie man anymore. I'm afraid, but I'm sure we'll find some sort of replacement.
Now it's the pie boy.
Well, technically, yes.
Nyla, we must go back to visit.
I'm afraid we have better things to do.
But
More important things to do.
More important than pie?
Shockingly enough, yes.
She's gonna kind of just like sit back, cross her little weasel arms. And as you guys kind of roll along, there's not much foot traffic headed in or out of Arvington. And after about a day, you guys quickly approach this T in the road.
Yes, the T.
The T, the magical T.
What spills all the tea?
What's special about this tea? Steve?
Well, you can
Can you elaborate?
you can go right or left.
Oh man!
Or you could just forego the road altogether. There is
off-roading.
You could go off-roading, you know, if you wanted.
Last time we went off the roads, I feel like things attacked us.
I don't remember.
So long
That was like
ago.
a year ago.
True.
I think we went off road, like, I don't know.
It was probably
it was, like, over a
an
year.
actual year ago. It was. Yeah, it was when you guys were headed to the lake town.
Yeah, and we did
I lost that
mounted
mouse.
combat.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
like-
mounted. I was the mounted one.
Mhm.
All the way down here.
He is the one who mounts.
I guess so we'll go right. I
Uh,
mean, right from the direction our cart is facing, so south.
right. I got you. Oh no, my map's freaking out. There we go. Hey, yeah, you guys kind of enter this sort of what is the kobold eating? That's a great question. You never really get too sure. I don't know. I got a question. They asked what you're eating.
Hold on, Steve.
Apologies if you could hear the wrinkles.
Steve, I know we've been using this card icon for a while, but it's not really doing it for me.
Nice.
It's pretty good, to be fair.
The card icon or the horse?
The horse. I don't know about the flat card icon. Look at the horse on the bottom
Do we need to upgrade?
of the little card. He's like so squished down.
He's doing his best. All right, hold on, we'll update the card icon.
We have a wide boy.
You know, for a long time, I thought it was like a riding lawnmower, but it's okay.
My little cart. I missed it already.
Steve,
Yes.
mug.
Oh. Mug. Star Wars coffee. May the froth be with you.
Heck yeah.
All right, nerd.
May the what? May the froth?
Hey, I want to hear from you, Mister. You playing the nerd game with the dice and the rolling and the characters.
I even got my physical dice right here, just waiting to be rolled.
Oh
I've actually
shit!
the
I got
dice that
the
I
dice
own
from
that
the
I've
pocket watch.
the dice that I own that I've never used for anything because I've only played this game online.
All right, everybody, everybody's going to Bear's house right now. We'll play in person.
Oh,
Yeah.
my dice are so nice too. I love my dice.
Oh my
It'll
I
take
want to
you a little
use
bit, but
these
yeah, I
dice.
can
I've
get there.
never used them.
My dice are beautiful.
Real dice is the way to go. There's something so
Yeah.
satisfying about the click clack sound they make. It's just like it's really satisfying.
I'm clickety,
You know
I'm
what's
clickety
actually
clacking.
super
I'm clicky
satisfying?
clacking them right now.
I can
I
hear.
actually just got a new set of dice today.
I have metal dice
Ooh,
Hefty.
in this
fancy.
little hang on. I'm so excited about them. I feel like I've shared them with you guys already, but I'm sharing them with
Steve
you
Mug. I'm
again.
glad you guys like
The
the
little
mug.
pocket watch dice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so cool.
My sister actually got me one of those for Christmas. And it's so awesome.
those are nice.
They're
Yeah,
so tiny.
they're so small, but they're so cool.
Steve Mug merch? Oh shit. Oh no. What would be on a
They make the
Steve
clickety
Mug
clink.
merch? What would that look like?
Click, clack.
Cheers.
Math rock Gober.
Yes, click clack math rock go burn.
Alright, I gotta drink them both.
Man, when are we
Drink
gonna
it
have a
both.
real tabletop session?
Look, I'll tell you. You know what? God, next time I'm in, next time I travel down there, I'll hit you up. We'll play. We can stream some IRL D&D.
Okay.
Let's get it on the calendar.
We all go to TwitchCon eventually.
But I can't this year.
Yeah, not
'Cause I'm
It's
moving.
okay.
Oh no, we're
I
going
don't
tomorrow.
want to go this year.
Wah.
I mean, I do want to go
Actually,
this
I'm
year.
off
but...
tomorrow.
All right, everybody go. Everybody go to Bears tomorrow. Everybody get their ticket.
Okay.
Mug. Oh
Understood.
shit! Thank you for the sub, Clementine. Appreciate
I
it.
bought a ticket to TwitchCon. I can't
Bruh,
refund it.
If the first show I went to TwitchCon, it was in San Jose,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is like an hour and a half from my house. And I was gonna say and then the next year is when I think is when they started doing it in San Diego. And was it? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe they. Yeah, it was. And then I was gonna say if they kept it in San Jose, I would just tell you guys to come stay with me, and then we could just make the drive.
Sleepover at Bear's house.
Yo, Poggies.
All right, we're all going right now.
All right.
End of stream. I'll see you guys in a few hours.
This is like the worst place ever to
Don't
have
do
a streamer
that.
house, though.
Stupid. It's fucking 12.
This is the worst place to have a streamer house. We should move
No
somewhere
bark.
where it's actually
not.
cheap to live.
Mm.
Sorry.
Get,
DoorDash driver's fucking stupid.
You can DoorDash at midnight. Who delivers at midnight?
Yes.
Subway?
Nobody. Everybody around me stops delivering at like 11 p.m. Jealous. Anyway, what are we doing? Playing D&D?
yeah, we're going right.
You guys are going right.
South.
Yeah, you
We're
guys,
going south.
you guys continue along the road in your. I guess I was about to call it a rickety cart, but I feel like that would be insulting.
No.
In your guys' top of the line
Rickety cart, Steve.
custom
Pay
cart.
good money for it.
You
to be
guys-
fair.
Custom.
Rickety cart.
I forgot.
I'm offended.
I forgot where I was for a moment, you know?
Oh, man. Only the best of the best.
Rickety cards.
His sun is
Imagine if
shining.
Mr. Cartman heard you say that his cart was rickety.
I am Mr. Cartman.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you guys roll down you're rolling down the road, top of the line cart. Sun is glinting off the shiny red letters painted on the side. And yet the road is still mostly empty. Nobody really seems to be traveling as you kind of make your
This
way
is
through
concerning.
this sort of forested area. You guys have a few days before you get to Limni. Is there anything you guys like to do as you travel along?
That's a pretty good question.
That's a good question.
Guys, I think we made a mistake.
Hmm?
We don't have any ale.
I was gonna mention that you forgot to restock, but
Yeah,
it is what it is.
it's
It's
unfortunately
okay.
you're there. That's true. But we are kind of in that weird little conversation and an agreement. Kind of took me by surprise. I kind of forgot about the alcohol for a bit.
You forgetting about alcohol?
I mean, it's definitely a
Surprising.
surprising thing that happened when we arrived at port. Almost were, ambushed and turned into pincushions, but then we talked with the big boss and were kind of working for them, but not really working for them, and
Clementine!
all that. So it kind of just took me by surprise, and now that we're on these kind of long, searched out days of travel.
Yeah,
if
that's fair.
you guys save up 1,000,000
Kinda missing
channel
me
points,
drink.
I'll TPK the whole party.
Well, thankfully the next town doesn't seem to be
No
too
surprise
far
there,
away.
Dab Emperor.
I'm sure you'll be fine for the next few days.
But what if they don't have ale? What if they're like
What if they're the
anti
big mean?
ale?
I'm sure
Oh!
we'll be okay.
The
It's not too
betrayal.
far.
It's okay. You might just go through
We're
withdrawals.
Limni.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I agree, Clementine.
I'm
They are the
offended.
worst snack.
Not by you guys. Sorry.
I've ranted about this many times.
Jiminy.
Hey, so you guys got, there's probably like a little bit of ale left. I don't know if you guys ever drank it. You guys have like a whole keg left, and you also got another
That'd be
keg,
gone.
right?
That'd be gone. They've been drinking nonstop.
We have?
I wouldn't
I
say
guess
no.
it's
Stop.
maybe
All
like,
right,
oh,
hold
yeah.
on. It lasted us up until the tea, and then we ran out.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just have to push on. This may be.
B
This
tier
wouldn't
is
be our biggest
generous.
challenge yet.
This might be the most difficult thing we've ever had to overcome as a
Trash
group.
tier snack.
But I think we shall and we must endure.
I don't have a choice.
Just
I can
imagine.
already feel my throat becoming dry.
Nyla.
What is it now? What is it that you need?
If I start getting weak, you must take the reins and continue on. Because I know that you don't drink.
Why me? I mean,
He just explained it.
it doesn't matter that I don't drink. We don't even have anything to drink.
I did not restock water either. Fuck.
Oh, you went water, bro. Oh,
Shit.
it'll be fine.
I like to think that you guys like dumped water to make more room for ale. Like, I don't need this.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Do you need to lay down? Do you need to stay inside? I'll take care of it.
No, it's fine. I hardly fit inside that carriage anyways.
It's pretty much Ibran and I would have to like take shifts to like rotate who goes out and who's inside
Yeah.
the carriage.
We actually,
Juicy.
back at the start of the voyage, we tried then, and I tried figuring out the math, and it just doesn't add up in terms of the space. So we can fit one large person and two small people very snugly, but not two large people.
What if you make yourself as small as possible? Sitting, holding on your knees against your chest.
Mhm.
I think I'd rather just sleep on the roof of the carriage again.
Honestly, same. I would rather just like hang off the side than submit to that fate.
I like the thought that we came to this intersection and just stopped the cart and started talking. Even though we very, very clearly know which direction we're going to be going.
I
I
mean,
didn't
Which
giving
direction we're supposed to go.
and stuff.
I got distracted picturing you and Very and like trying to do math, and I'm like picturing just like a really crude drawing of a carriage and two big stick figures. And you're like, they just don't fit.
Oh, so we're idiots now, huh? We're big dummies. We're big dumb babies who don't know how to draw now, huh? I don't remember that being in my backstory, Steve. Just retconning us to be stupid.
Just took some artistic liberties, you know? No. So you guys are very intelligent, muscly men.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh, whoops. Ignore that.
No,
joke.
by all rights, I am kind of stupid.
I think that's the second time in a row I've gone to open my character sheet and accidentally dragged my token instead.
And Apron's still in the ocean.
Well, it's fine.
Just swimming along.
We ride.
All right, we're continuing on towards Limni, and I'm doing nothing specific
Okay.
except
No.
steering. I'm steering as I do.
That's pretty much all that I had to bring up.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys it takes a few days, but eventually you guys are able to see the town of Limni kind of off in the distance.
Is there purple?
What?
Like, there's the town purple?
Well,
What is this, Lavender Town?
are we close enough to see if there's any like purple flags or anything?
Oh,
I don't know if they have flags.
I see. Was like-
Apologies. My sentence was just, is there purple?
It's like-
It's a purple
Where's-
what?
Look out for purple.
It's our only weakness. Purple.
Not like nothing like prominent that you can see. You know, you just kind of come up to. There's a small bridge that it's wide enough for a cart to go across. It takes you across this small little river into the little town. Oh, wrong. Oops. Oop.
What about the town, Steve? Do we see people doing their own thing as if like, enjoying a good time?
Yeah, as you guys kind of get closer and you kind of cross over the bridge, you do notice there are people out and about. There's some folks doing some farm work kind of at the very edge of town. The farther you go in, a little bit, it seems a little more lively. You do see like a small patrol of guards seem to kind of be stationed outside the town. And they'll kind of greet you guys as you roll up. Like, ahoy there!
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Seems like you must have had some long travels. What brings you here to Limni?
We're just kind of restocking.
we-
Traveling, restocking.
Yes, we are traveling and restocking.
I see. Where are you guys headed?
Oh,
In the direction of most likely in the direction of Shirevale next, if possible.
He is gonna look a little glum, and he's like, perhaps you haven't heard. Shirevale is no more.
Huh?
Oh, we did hear.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's not our final destination. We will likely only be passing through there as we continue onwards.
Have a good night, Clementine. Thank you for stopping in.
But we did hear about what happened, and actually, that brings up a good point. Have you had to deal with any similar attacks from the cultists yourselves here in Limni?
We have not, but we've been keeping a close eye on all travelers. That being said, we're going to need to search your cart. I hope you understand.
Oh, certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
By all means.
So he'll kind of motion to two of the other guards, and they'll kind of come up and open up the carriage doors. Take a look inside. They'll do a little poking around. They'll kind of go over to your empty ale barrels, give them a little knock, and they'll check inside them to make sure there's nothing of interest. And after kind of poking around for a little bit, they'll exit your carriage and just be like, yeah, seems clear to me. I think you're good to head on into town. Sorry for troubling you.
Oh no, it's perfectly understandable.
And they'll kind of let you guys pass onward.
Onwards.
Once you guys get into town, it's kind of a smaller town. You see they have a few little shops, a couple of inns, several houses. There seem to have lots of like fishing boats and stuff, kind of towards the lake. And there seems to be a lot of like a small fish market associated with that. People just seem to kind of be going about their business.
Ebron is kind of in awe because this is, I think, the closest he's been to one of the pillars. It's quite big.
Oh, yeah.
Noticeable.
Yeah, you guys can see that.
Because there was there's the one outside of the capital that they rode past on their way to Lostus, but obviously with everything that happened in the capital and he's only just now taking the time to really take in the spectacle of the columns. So he's kind of just admiring it.
Yeah, easily seeable from the town. Sort of just goes up into the sky. You guys can kind of see the overworld up above.
Well, what do you all think?
I don't know. It's kind of strange that most towns have been dealing with the cultists, but here it seems as if nothing's happening whatsoever.
True, and what's also interesting is that Shirevale was yes, it was a small town, but ever since we met Cletus in Hades and he told us what happened, I haven't quite been able to figure out why it, of all places, would be a target. You know, obviously the cultists were aware of us and our quest, and yes, we embarked on our journey originally from Shirevale, but they knew that, you know, that was long past, and we hadn't been back to the town.
We don't really have much of a affiliation with Shirevale other than just us starting everything there.
Neither do I. I've always been curious why they would pick Shirevale as, you know, the location for them to really make themselves known with a large scale assault, especially since outside of the Adventurers Guild, you know, there's really no strategic advantage to taking control of the town. It almost seems like things here are just continuing on as usual. So it's almost like they attack Shirevale and just stop there without attempting to gain more ground or take more victories.
Well, who knows? Maybe they went south or east.
Sure.
Maybe Shirevale is not the only town that got razed to the ground.
That's true. Could always ask around, I guess. But
we could. Do you wish to stay here for the day / night, or do you prefer just continue on? I have no shopping to do.
Well, we can. If we need supplies, we can get them. But yeah, our initial plan was only led us to Limni, and we were hoping to gain information about our next move from here. But after speaking with the pirate captain, you know, it seems like our true destination is Elios. So I don't know if we need to spend any real time here.
I mean, at the very least, we could probably just spend the night and then leave in the early morn.
I agree. We'll buy what supplies we need for the journey and spend a single night. Rest the horses and get back on the road.
Yeah.
Especially...
Buddha!
Especially since, you know, our journey does take us through Shirevale. And we should be prepared for anything. You know, who knows if the cultists simply razed the town and left, or if they did raze the town and move on, and we can simply pass through. But if they chose to reinforce it as some sort of stronghold to work out of, then, you know, we need to be prepared for that possibility.
I screwed up my page.
Well find yourself a decent hint.
Yeah, let's inquire about an inn, and I'll look around for a merchant to provide us with some supplies for the journey.
And by supplies, I'm assuming you mean wine, ale,
maybe
cider.
Maybe a little bit.
Mayhaps.
That's perfectly fine. That's all I'm not paying for. That's perfectly fine.
Speaking of, do I have any money? The answer is no.
I never seen that. I think I give all my money to you guys. I never have money on me.
Same.
Myself,
I may or may not have money.
I have no money.
I have monies.
I mean, what if we just kind of did some odd jobs while there's still some light here in Limni, and then kind of get a little bit of money back for us?
Oh, we could. Here. Nyla, sell this thing that I've been carrying. It
Me?
should give us a... Yeah.
No, well, I'm not too sure how much these things are worth.
So what thing?
Ibn will unsling his pack and start digging through it and pull out a gold dagger.
Ooh.
How long have I had this? I don't know, but it's in my character sheet.
I don't know.
I'm still not too sure how much things are worth when it comes to gold and such.
Well, I'm not either, to be honest. But I'm not too worried about it. As long as it's enough gold, as long as it can get us enough to get us to our destination.
I don't remember if that dagger had anything going on with it, because I don't remember.
I'm sure you can sell it for a pretty good price.
Well, if you want to secure in rooms, or if you want, obviously, you could find a place to erect your tower. I know you haven't had a chance to use it since we left the island. I'll go look for a merchant.
I'll be working on my tower then. Should only take 10 minutes.
Where are you, where are you erecting this?
Middle of the street.
Town square.
The town square, but
Inside someone else's living room.
on top of a house. But like whenever we find like a decent inn that like offer also shelter for horses and stuff, I would like find a fairly secluded like nearby place and just like summon it there.
Okay. Okay. I was trying to find something in my notes. So Ibram is going off to sell some stuff. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then, so are you guys going as a group, or are you guys splitting up?
Anyone who wants to come with me can. I will
Okay.
I will leave the wagon with Nyla to go, because if their plan is to find a place to board the horses, like a stable, and then erect their tower nearby, then I will leave the wagon in their care. They can steer a wagon; it's easy. It's like
I could
riding a.
Go with Nyla.
It's like
They
riding an
exist.
8-legged bicycle.
Exactly like it.
Yeah, that you steer with ropes. Easy.
Alright, Ibram, if you set off, you'll see there kind of like there's like a general store that sells like general goods. You see there's like a small like blacksmith. A couple other, there's like a small bakery in town. There's all of the like kind of sizable fish market down by the lake. Where you headed?
I'm going to the blacksmith.
Okay, once you head over there, you'll see there's a sort of like a small goblin, kind of hammering it away at some things on his anvil. Behind him, you see it looks like he makes a lot of like fishing lures, fishing hooks of all shapes and sizes, kind of hanging up on a board behind him. I look up and he's like, "Ah, What can I help you with there?
Ibran is actually going to remove his warhammer and
Ooh.
offer it to the goblin. Well, you see, I've been carrying my old warhammer with me for some time. Even though I've since found a more effective weapon to use in on my journeys, and I was hoping that it might be something that interests you, as it would lighten my load quite a bit.
He'll he'll kind of like gently take it from you, and you can see he's kind of like straining a little bit to hold it up because it's quite large compared to him, and he kind of like sets it down on his table, gives it a few taps. He's like, I don't have much use for a warhammer, but I could melt this down and use it to make more materials. I'm assuming you're looking to sell, or are you looking to trade?
That depends on what you have to trade.
Well, I specialize in fishing lures. We sell quite a few of those here, being next to this lake. So I don't know if that's something that interests you.
Is there anyone with me? Did anyone come with me? Or am I alone?
I would probably be looking around at just trying to do some odd jobs, just trying to get a little bit of coin.
Do I see Varian walking around? Is he?
Probably.
Or are you off doing your own thing?
Kind of off doing my own thing, but like you definitely see me kind of walking around.
Actually, sir, I think that is something that interests me.
He'll kind of like raise his eyebrows, like, bit of a fisherman, are you?
Yes. But alas, I have no equipment at the moment due to all the traveling I've been doing.
Well.
So I would need one of everything.
He'll quickly like fetch a list and start scribbling some stuff down. And he's like, well, I can get you a collapsible metal fishing rod here. Some lures. I've got a little tackle box. He's kind of like rummaging through his supplies. And he's like, I've got just about everything you'll need except for bait.
Well, that's okay. What do the fish around here like to eat?
He's gonna kind of like, he's gonna kind of look side to side to see if there's anybody kind of like around, and he's gonna lean in really close, and he's like, honestly, I find just a cheese sandwich works the best. But you didn't hear it from me.
Ibran like nods, like very like, yes, I understand. Your secret is safe with me. Very well.
So he gives you this like metal fishing rod that's like collapsible, so you can kind of like fold it out, and that way, kind of like you can fold it back up, fits in your pack nice. Give you some sinkers, some hooks, a little bobber, and a couple of lures.
Excellent.
I haven't fished in a long time though. It's just like, heck, what?
That's fine. That sounds about right.
I was like, what do you need? It's been so long.
That sounds about right.
Oh no, a little tackle box.
Ibrin gives him a handshake to seal the deal, and he'll kind of like he'll place his hand on his warhammer one last time, but he's kind of glad to be rid of it. It was real heavy.
The goblin
getting real heavy attached to his pack, and
he'll kind of turn around so you can have like a little last sentimental moment with your warhammer. He like pretends not to notice. Fidgets with some of his lures.
Even will touch like a little spot on it that's probably like dried frog blood or something. And then he'll exit the building.
Okay. Andre, and if you're looking around, you'll see there's like a little signpost in the middle of town with like some help wanted ads. You'll see one of the inns needs a cook. You'll see that people down at the fish market are looking for people to help like gut and butcher fish. That's about it.
I'll probably look into the gutting and butchering of fish, because that would probably be a little bit more aligned more towards the sailor aspect, but still definitely going to be like I have no clue what I'm doing. But I'll probably go look to kind of butcher.
Okay. Nyla, as you kind of walk around town with your wagon, you will see there's a couple of inns. There's one on the either side of the street, kind of right across from each other. There's the Wilted Rose, and the Fisherman's Boot.
Which inn has clearly like a stable and a place for like a cards and stuff like that?
The Wilted Rose looks like it has space for a cart.
We're heading there.
Okay.
Would there be like someone outside to like take care of it?
There seems to be a couple of children kind of hanging around outside. And as you approach, they're like, "Oh, are you looking to stay here?"
That'd be correct, yes.
"Oh, you don't want to stay here, ma'am. The beds, they have bugs. You should go across the street to the Fisherman's Boot."
Well, I'm just looking for a place for the horses and such, at the very least.
They're gonna kind of like look across the street at the building, and they're like, perhaps you could leave the horses just outside of town.
No, I don't think that's how it works.
They're gonna kind of like look at each other and sort of like scamper off.
I'll watch them leave and just be a little bit confused, but then realize that they're probably just either hired or they're like familiar with the other building, just trying to get like people to go there instead.
If you watch them long enough, you'll see them like kind of turn back around and like slip into the Fisherman's Boot.
Oh, I see. Just kids trying to do business, I suppose. Maybe they're paid for it. Like I'll end inside. I'll go inside.
Inside, you see a very tired-looking tiefling kind of at the counter. And they'll look at you as you approach. There doesn't seem to really be anyone inside the inn.
I am seeking 3 rooms and a place for the horses.
And his eyes will light up and be like, 3 rooms?
3 old rooms, and of course a place for the horses, at least for the night, and a card.
Well, We've got plenty of rooms and plenty of space for your horses and cart. Business has been a little bit slow lately.
Is there a reason why?
There's rumors going around town that our beds have bugs. He's gonna like slam his fist down on the table and say, "But it's just not true. It's that darn folks over at the Fisherman's Boot spreading terrible lies, stealing our business."
Oh, that is quite terrible.
But that's neither here nor there. 3 rooms. It'll just be 3 gold total.
Oh, that seems like a fair price. Is that including the horses?
Yeah, since you're my first customer in a few days, I'll throw that in for free.
No, it's
If perhaps maybe you could spread a good word.
I can try to do so.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
I am not planning to stay here myself, however, but I do have 3 companions looking for room, so I'll have 3 of your keys, please.
He'll pay you 3 keys for 3 gold.
And I'll give the gold, of course, and take out hazelnut, and carefully place the keys in their little pouches.
See the teeth and kind of like look at the green weasel kind of curiously. I was like, I've never seen a green one before.
Oh, they're quite a rare kind. Let's just say that.
I see. Well, as long as they behave, they're welcome here.
Yeah, they behave. They very sweet.
He'll reach out to kind of give Hazelnut like a very like gentle pat on the forehead, on the noggin.
Which I have no doubt that Hazelnut is more than happy to receive.
Oh yeah. Nyla, I like this guy.
Well, you can get more pets whenever you're done delivering them the keys.
You're putting me to work again?
I mean,
Is there pie?
yes. Well, we don't have well. Innkeeper, do you serve food? Do you serve pie?
I don't have pie per se, but I make a pretty mean stew.
I like stew. Do you like stew, Hazelnut?
Well, it's not pie, Nyla, but I suppose stew will do.
Stew will do. All right. Well, if you want your stew, get to work. I got some keys to deliver.
And Hazelnut will sprint off. He's jangling in her little pocket.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And well, they'll be here any moment. Don't be alarmed if you see a kobold, a Goliath, and a Leonin walk in. They're the one that I bought keys for.
Oh, I'll note that down. Thank you for doing business.
And if you see a tower outside, don't worry about it.
A tower?
Wizard stuff.
Wizard stuff? Okay.
Yes. That's just wizard things. You know. As I'm walking off.
He looks a little nervous as you leave.
And I found like a fairly not secluded, but just like more of a quiet spot near the end, not too far. That's like fairly open as well for a tower. And get started on that.
Okay. What's Alarin up to?
I am currently with the cart so that they don't walk off.
Okay. If you're sitting out there, someone will come out and you'll see Tiefling kind of come out and be like, oh, I think I was supposed to put this into, there was a rabbit. I think I'm supposed to park this in the shed out back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he'll kind of like work with you and like kind of help direct you to get the cart all put away, the horses unhooked and given some hay.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I don't know where your friend went. Said something about a tower.
That tracks. I'll go find her. I'll go try to find.
As you kind of walk off to find Nyla, Hazelnut will kind of start running around your feet.
Oh, well, hello.
And she's gonna like hit at your leg with her little paw, and then like try to twist and point to her pockets with her little nose. And she'll give a little shake, so you hear like there's like a jingle.
I will see what's in the pocket.
You'll see 3 keys.
Three keys. Are these for... Do you know what these are for, Hazelnut?
Hazelnut will... Does Hazelnut know what these keys are for? Hazelnut will nod.
What are they for?
Hazelnut will try to answer you, but it just kind of sounds like little like weasel noises.
Do you know where Nyla is?
Does Hazelnut know where you are, Nyla? I forget how the spell works.
You guys can
I
like
mean,
telepathically communicate.
Yeah,
I
was gonna
think.
say they can ask at best, but that'd be about it.
Nyla, the little lizard wants to know where you are.
The little lizard.
Or I guess big lizard comparatively.
I left the inn and went right, followed the little road for a little bit, and then that's where I'm at. I'm summoning my tower as we speak. Someone's looking at me weird, but
Yeah, there's a few passerbyers that are like, Hazelnut will just kind of like, get behind you and like push on your legs with her head, and like run ahead of you.
I will follow the weasel.
And then yeah, Hazelnut will lead you to Nyla.
Sweet. When we get more towards Nyla, I would like to give Hazelnut some head pats.
And so Hazelnut will she's got a little like a little smile. She sort of trots up to Nyla. Did you take a key, Alarin?
I did. Or I took the keys.
All 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are reunited. You're back with Nyla.
oh, there you
oh.
are.
Yeah,
Did you take care of
summoning.
their horses, or someone did?
Yeah. The tiefling took care of
Oh.
them.
I don't know who that is, but I'm sure they're doing a wonderful job.
Oh, okay.
Do I see that they have all 3 keys?
I do. I don't know where the other 2 are, but I was gonna go find them once I asked what they were for, because I'm...
Oh, well, I did set Hazelnut on keys delivery, but I see that we have now all of them. So I suppose she can be on the break.
Okay.
So as soon as
I'll
you
go
say
find the
that,
other 2.
as soon as you say she's on a break, she's gonna like flop onto her side.
Alarin's gonna walk over and try to rub Hazelnut's belly.
Whatever the like equivalent to purring is for a weasel. That's what's happening. While this is going on, Ebron, what are you doing with your fishing rod over there?
Ebron is going for the general store. He's headed to the general store with his gold dagger.
Okay. You easily identifiable. You walk in, you see shelves of all kinds of things, from little snacks to sweets, to gloves and shoes. You see they also have like tackle boxes. They've got like rows of different baits to buy, little pre-wrapped sandwiches. inside you see.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
no, keep going. I'm very interested.
You just see this like very like elderly like halfling sitting on this like very tall stool, so you can kind of see over the counter. He's kind of like dozing off. His glasses are kind of barely hanging on from his face. He's kind of got this like big bushy gray beard. And as you enter, there's a little bell that tingles, and he's like, "Huh, oh, customer. Is there something I can help you with?"
Hello. Yes, me and my companions are traveling through just for one night, but we need supplies for the remainder of our journey.
Oh, travelers, you say? I used to be a bit of traveler myself.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Oh, it is. Perhaps I could tell you a few tales.
Actually, have you ever... And Eben's gonna, like, lean on the counter, kind of lean towards him a little bit. Have you ever been to Elios?
Oh, Elios. He's gonna kind of get this faraway look in his eye. I met my first love in Elios. It was many years ago. Sorry, what of it?
Oh, we are on our way there for the first time. You know, any information from people who have experience with the place, you know, might be beneficial. I mean, I'm sure it was some time ago, but what can you tell me of it?
Well, it's not what it used to be, I can tell you that. That's why I moved here to Limni.
You used to live there.
For a little while. Then my Susanna passed away, and there was so much crime and vagabonds and vagrants everywhere, I decided to move. Set up shop here in Limni.
Let's see. Is there any sort of rule of law that still exists there?
It was all starting to break down when I left years ago. There was a thieves guild that was sort of taking over. I'm assuming they run it now.
Thieves Guild, you say? I've also heard rumors that is become a nest of pirates as well.
I've heard that too. After after it was sort of abandoned, and all of the rich folk moved to the upper tier. Elios quickly kind of fell into ruin. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where the pirates were holed up these days. Probably working with the Thieves Guild.
You'd think they're working with them.
There's a good chance. All vagrants and thieves, in my eyes, makes sense they would work together.
Mm-hmm. Thieves are pretty much just land pirates too, if you think about it.
Oh, you get it, young lad. You get it.
Do you get many? Well, you don't as often anymore, but do you get many people journeying through Limni on their way to the upper level? I know that your town here is in close proximity, perhaps the closest proximity to one of the foundation pillars.
We do get a few folks, mostly soldiers. A lot of the Limni lads, since we live so close to the tower, they look to join the military in hopes that they'll get to work on the upper level.
See. Say, you heard about what happened in Shirevale, right?
Oh, yes, unfortunately I did.
On our way into town, we spoke with the guards about it. Has there been no similar incidents here, even of a smaller scale?
There's...
Obviously, the whole village was overrun, but here in Limni, not even sightings of similar suspicious looking or dangerous looking folk coming through or seen on the edges of town or anything at all.
Well, we've seen a few of these, these cultists, but I think perhaps we live so close to one of the pillars, there's generally a decent amount of soldiers around that we haven't had too many issues. They usually run out pretty quick.
But they have tried to do things.
Oh, we had some come to town trying to recruit people. We quickly sent them packing.
See. Well, I am here on business, so I don't have any coin on me, but I do have valuables that I was hoping to trade or sell. And Ebrin will present the gold dagger. I'm not, I know you have a respectable store here. I don't know if you care much for jewelry or things like that, but this is all I have on my person at the moment.
His eyes will kind of go wide, and he's just like, "Oh, it's very beautiful. I unfortunately don't think I have an amount of coin here that would do such a piece justice."
Well, I'm not here as a businessman looking to turn a profit. My main concern is supplying the rest of my journey to Elios. So I'd be happy to part with the dagger if, in an exchange that is in your favor, if it means I'm able to get the supplies I need.
If you're just looking to do a straight trade, I suppose we could work something out.
Food, water, dry goods, things that'll last the journey. Say, how far is it from here to Elios, going by the road?
Oh, by the road? Well, that's definitely the safest option. It's gonna take a little while.
Right.
Several days, 3 days, 3-4 days to Shirevale. And then 3 or 4 days south Elios through the woods. Maybe take you about a week if traveling conditions are good.
There's no faster route, you say? Or one that you know of?
Not particularly. You could go down south to Yeovil. There aren't any roads that really go down to Elios. They sort of kind of stopped making roads down there after it was sort of abandoned.
And then we'd be going through the mountains as well, I assume.
Yes.
Probably not ideal for horses and carriage.
There are some paths to take, but none of them are well traveled.
Would that even be much faster, having to navigate through that?
If it was, it would only be by a couple of days.
Well, we'll take supplies for the journey by road, just in case.
He'll kind of like hand you like a small piece of paper, a paper with like a ink quill, and he's like, "Why don't you make me a small list and I'll see what I can do."
And he will. He'll start perusing the store, writing things down. practical things like I said, dried goods and things that'll keep, bread and things like that, water, dried meat, or dried fish. But he's also noticed, little sandwiches, you say?
Oh, yes, I make them fresh every day.
Oh, what kinds?
There's just... Honestly, my favorite is just a nice cheese sandwich, but I've got bologna, turkey, roast beef. I have a little hobby of mine.
Evan's eyes sparkle. There's a sparkle in those eyes. Cheese, you say? That's my favorite.
Oh, mine too.
I'll add some of those to the list, just to be eaten immediately. So he'll go do that. I don't know what everyone else is doing.
Okay. Varian, where are you headed?
I sent the little butchering job.
He's gonna rage and start filleting fish with his bare hands.
Yeah, so you kind of walk down to the market. You'll see one of them has like a help wanted sign out front.
Mm-hmm. I'll head on in. Hello? Is anyone here?
And you'll see it's like kind of stout dwarven woman, kind of like what was that? She'd just be like, yes, what can I do for you?
I'm here to inquire about help onto the butchery and the filleting of the fish.
She's gonna kind of like look you up and down. She's like, "If that's you, you can help with that."
I may not be the best at it, but I can certainly give it a go. I know my way around the blade, and I've spent many years out at sea.
She kind of like look out past you, and there's like kind of a growing line out in front of her stall, and she's like, "Well, I guess you'll have to do. Here, come on over here." She'll set you up at a little little table, and you'll see like a crate of fish, and she's like, "For everyone that you can fillet nicely, I'll 2 gold."
All right. Say less.
And you see there's sort of like this crate, and there seems to be like 10 or so fish inside. And I'll just have you roll a nature check.
All right.
She kind of turns her attention towards the crowd. Hello, how's it going, Razornock? Razornock?
All right.
Doing my best here.
Here we go. Okay.
Split down the middle. Yeah, she kind of like gets a little distracted. She watches it, and she's like trying to give you tips while also selling fish to like townsfolk. But you're able to get like half the crate is pretty decent. And so by the time you're done, kind of filleting these fish for her, there's a few that are kind of mangled. There's a few like big chunks of bone still in them, and she's like, "Well, I suppose not bad for a first timer." She'll give you 10 gold.
Ooh. 10 gold. All right.
She's like, I think that might be enough damage for one day. She looks at some of the more mangled fish, but I appreciate the help.
I apologize. It's yeah, some more of the delicate precision cuts aren't exactly my kind of thing. I was hoping that I could work my way around it, but yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's quite all right. You know, you get what you get when you put up a help wanted poster. I appreciate it. They let me tend to to my sales. There's always more fish to be caught.
Okay.
Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2 for a game set in
I'm just
D&D
gonna
world.
get up and leave.
Uh,
Just like, oh shit, that did not go well at all. Pretty sure I made more damage than anything else. Oh boy. Okay. I need to talk to Alvarin. Maybe she can give me some. Maybe they can give me some pointers.
talking about like a
More nimble with the
not familiar with Neverwinter
blades
Nights.
and whatnot. I need to find them. I'll probably just kind of start wandering through and see if I can find Alvarin.
Is it a video game?
I'm still petting the weasel.
If you wonder about it, I think you'd eventually kind of bump into them. Ah, I see.
There you are. Hey, I need some help.
Hi.
Well, hi, why?
What's going on?
So, it's come to my attention that I am not the most nimble of the blade. I
Is it
tried
similar
to go
to
and help
Baldur's Gate or
kind
like
of
Divinity
fillet some
Sin?
fish and make it easier for some of the town folks. I made it probably worse, all in all. I
I'm
was
sure
wondering
you
if it
did
helped.
okay.
Probably wouldn't say that if you saw what some of the fish looked like. I was wondering, is there any chance you can kind of help me kind of practice this kind of a bit more precision with the blade and whatnot?
Um. I mean, I can do my best.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But
What would a video game using the
Would be
D&D rule
appreciated.
set? What does that look like? Like you want to roll dice, do skill checks and stuff?
I'm just trying to think of how we would do so. We don't have fish. Maybe they have training dummies somewhere in town, unless you were looking for like specifically like filleting fish
I mean,
skills.
I mean, learning some of that stuff would also probably help, but more of just. I see that in combat. I mean, obviously you see how I am. I've just literally just throw the full weight into it and hope for the best. But I think possibly learning more of just being precise and kind of more meaningful with my strikes that could possibly be beneficial. So more of just learning a kind of precision in cuts and stabs and whatnot. It could be helpful.
Are you like opposed to playing like
Yeah.
tabletop D&D? Or are you looking like for specifically in like a video game format?
I mean, my weapon is a little more pointy stabby. But
I mean, we don't have to work on it immediately. I can let you have some thought as to.
Not an option. I see.
yeah, I'll have to think about it, but I can definitely help you out with that. Or at least try.
That would be appreciated. But thank you, and
Oh, real
I feel
quick.
like- yes,
Sorry. I'm gonna hand you one of the keys.
oh shit! Did you get us a room or?
I
Was
think
that,
Nyla did.
Oh.
These were in Hazelnut's little pockety thing.
So Hazelnut bought them for us. Got it.
Yeah.
I'll give Hazelnut a little bit of like head scratches, but
Oh.
thank you. Thank you.
Have you seen what were you gonna say? Other than sorry.
Mm. That's a good question. The thought has escaped my mind.
That's fair.
If it comes back to me, I'll find you and I'll let you know. But as of right now, I have no clue anymore. But thank you again for helping me, and thank you, there's a lot for the room keys.
Yeah, not a problem. Have you seen Ebron? I have another key. I assume Nyla's gonna stay here in her tower whenever that happens.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ibn around. No.
Hmm.
Knights of Pen and Paper
He's been
might
gone
scratch
from
that itch
sailing
for
this
you.
long. Should we go look for him?
Possibly.
It's a little more goofy.
Okay, let me go kind of set some stuff in the room, and then I'll start looking for him.
I can't remember if there were skill checks or not.
Yeah.
I'll head to my room, drop off any unnecessary stuff, and make my way back out.
How long does it take for you to summon this tower, Nyla?
10 whole minutes.
Okay. I would assume that it's been 10 minutes.
Oh, the big 2 floors tower. Yeah,
Full on house.
it's basically a house, and I'll go with the same layout as last time. Second floor being like the bedroom, and first floor being more of a bathroom. And I'll look over to Alarin once I'm done. Alarin, are you impressed with look at this structure? 10 out of 10, perfection. But I do have a question for you. I do not want to come across as rude, perhaps, but when's the last time
What's
you
up?
bathe? Would you like a bath? Or is it this other thing where they don't do that?
Wow.
Just to play some D&D. Looks like
I'm
I'll
not
die
sure.
waiting for a new D&D game.
I'm asking.
I mean, probably with like Baldur's Gate coming out, I can't imagine there being like something similar.
I could have
why
a
no
bath
tabletop?
ready. If you
What's stopping you
I
from playing
mean,
tabletop
I
D&D?
could take a bath. I won't drown in water.
So many like
if you drown in the bathtub,
LFGs
I'll
and
be
stuff
very
online.
confused and concerned.
Like it's easier than ever now to play.
Yeah. Understandable.
Well, is
I
that a
would be
yes or is that a
confused as
no?
well.
Do you have
I sure.
All right. Well, I'm sure we can sort something out, and I'll head inside. And of course, as mentioned, it's like
When I
first floor being like
when I first started playing, I just played with
bathroom,
random
like
people
a fairly
online.
large tub and all of that fun stuff.
It's
And
kind
I'll
of a
use
50-50.
Is it presentation?
But I played with one group for 2 years,
Oh,
I
no.
think.
What's the habitation?
We just met randomly
Presentation.
online.
That's the
This
one.
presentation.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I'll use it to like warm up the water, make it nice, make it like a bubbly bath with some
Oh
soap.
my goodness.
All right, you enjoy yourself, and you can lock the door from inside if need be, if you want some privacy. I can leave Hazelnut with you if you want company.
I think I'll be okay.
You need soap? Do you have soap? Did you buy soap?
I might have soap.
Gwen's eyes.
I don't think I have soap.
Mage hand soaps.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, you enjoy yourself. It's been some quite some time since we've been traveling, and
It has been.
well, take some time to relax. Whenever you're ready, I'm sure the other will be more pleased to see you again.
Oh, okay. I do have the other key for Ebron.
Oh, I'll take it then.
Okay, I will give it back to Nyla.
I'll grab the key and
Alright. Thank you.
Well, yes, yeah. You enjoy. You enjoy. And I'll close the door and leave them be.
I will lock the door because that would be weird if somebody just walked in to the bathroom.
I
And
don't.
I'm off to seek out Ibrin.
I don't think I'm gonna RP
Orin will
through
take a
that,
bath.
so I think you're fine. Okay. I think Varian's with you guys too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were off to go in room.
I just dropped off some stuff and then I would head back out.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll hop back over to good old Ibrin.
Good old me.
As you're making that list, the elderly halfling guy is just like telling you all about his life story. And that's how I got into baking sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Well, here's the list.
Oh, thank you. Goodness, I almost forgot we were doing business.
I'll take the sandwiches with me now, if that's okay, and we'll be back in the morning for the rest.
Sounds good. I'll get this all together.
And Ibrin will place the dagger on the countertop.
He'll kind of like wrap it up in like cloth and like take it down, like hop down off his stool and kind of tuck it away down below his counter. They'll kind of scurry off, pulling stuff down from their shelves. You see him kind of getting stuff together for you.
And he'll exit. A baggie of sandwiches in hand. I don't know, maybe like 5 of them.
Okay. Did you just grab all cheese?
Oh, yeah. All cheese.
Okay.
And
Rabbit.
what time of day? What time of day is it, Steve?
It's probably like mid-afternoon.
Even's gonna like stretch, kind of like take in the sunshine. He's feeling like very cathartic. Like he feels like after even though they've been back on the surface, on the material plane for some time. Even when they were back on Ilios in the carriage, like it felt good to be back out in the open, fresh air, the sun. But something about just like stepping through the front door of that shop and like feeling the sun, being in a place that's like seems like everything's relatively normal. It's like something he hasn't experienced in a long time, almost since like the start of their journey.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's just kind of feeling pretty good. And so how is the town like right on the edge of the lake?
Yeah, it's real close.
He's gonna head for the lake.
Okay. I think on your way there, you would see Nyla and Varian.
He'll wave.
We have, do you want a room key?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know Nyla has offered to let me stay in her tower in the past, but I feel like I would take up a good amount of the real estate. So a room would be fantastic.
Sweet.
Is your tower finished, Nyla?
I did finish the tower, yes. And I even offered Alarin to enjoy yourself and just have a bath for some time, relax a little bit. after we've been traveling for so long.
Well, I've acquired supplies for the journey. We can pick them up at the store in the morning before we depart.
Mm.
And look at this. Look what I got. And he's going to take out the collapsing fishing rod and like snap it with a flick of his wrist. He'll snap it to its full length.
Oh,
Look at this! Look at this bad boy.
does it mean you wish to spend the rest of the day fishing?
I thought I might try my hand at it. I did fish a bit when I was much younger.
Nice.
It's been some time.
That seems like a interesting way to spend the rest of the day. Of course, since we have nothing else better to do. But we should fetch Alarin first, of course.
Oh yeah, certainly. And guess what?
What?
Ethan's gonna get real close. And he'll put his he'll put his arm around Varian. The blacksmith told me a special secret about what the fish around here like to eat.
Oh, what kind of bait do they
Yeah.
use?
Cheese sandwiches, he said. And it just so happens I have some ready to go. So we could very, very possibly be dining on some of the biggest, the juiciest, most scrumptious fish in the lake tonight.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone using that as bait before, but you know what? If he knows what's going on, fuck
Well, it's my understanding that, fish have very particular tastes. It depends on the kind of insects and things like
True.
that live around them, and they like some things better than other things.
That's true, yeah.
Who knows? Well, think of it like this, Varian. We have opportunities to partake and indulge in exotic foods from faraway places, and I'm sure you've come across some that you were amazed by, right?
Yeah, that's very true, yeah. There's definitely been some interesting cuisines and delicacies I've come across.
So maybe the same is true for fish.
To be fair, I never quite thought of it like that.
Right now.
Well, and who am I to question someone who's an old blacksmith who's probably been fishing on this lake his whole life? I trust his wisdom.
No, that's pretty true, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Well, let's go fetch Alarin. Where is Alarin, by the way?
Right now, the party is making their way to Ilios down here.
Let's go fetch her before we get too involved.
For the
right.
sort of the
Of
pirate
course.
lord
Make sure to knock,
who's
of
been
course.
colluding with these cultists that have been causing trouble across
civilized
the
about
continent, and been working for sort of this like
Alarin's
evil
enjoying
titan
her bubble bath.
that recently
Bubble
escaped
bath.
the underworld. And they're getting a little sidetracked, catching some fish, doing their own, causing their own little bit of chaos. But they're getting resupplied to make the long journey down here.
All right, back to the tower.
Back to the tower we go. Even though it's probably not like too far at all.
Yeah, it's not an overly big town. Yeah, you guys get to your wizard tower.
Sorry.
But one of the players recently acquired a fishing rod in town. He's sort of offloading a bunch of his like old gear. And made a trade with the blacksmith, the town blacksmith, and got a fishing rod. And The blacksmith
All
said
right.
the best bait to use was
A
cheese
knock
sandwiches.
knock.
Hello?
Alarin. Are you
Apron?
decent?
No. Let me put
Oh.
get out of bath. Just oh. Alarin will get out of said bath and put her stuff back on. And then answer the door.
Alarin.
Yes.
We have a very important mission to go on.
Oh, okay.
And he'll hold up the fishing rod.
Well, ain't that fancy?
Is it? I don't know. I guess it seems kind of fancy.
I don't know. Collapsible fishing rod?
I've also got like world info in the Discord in the D&D channel. It's pinned in there if you're curious to know a little bit more about
I
the
thought it
homebrew
might be a
world we're
way
using.
for us to
I don't know if that would help you in this particular instance.
kind
but
of
it is there.
have a moment, all of us, to breathe, I guess. Not worry
yeah,
too much
sure.
about what lays ahead.
That sounds quite nice.
You know, I remember Varian talking to me about that exact thing, not forgetting to breathe. And I figured this is a good opportunity. And we're making Nyla come, even though she doesn't eat fish.
I'll observe. I do wish to see your fishing skills, I suppose.
So, what are we using as bait?
You?
Oh, don't worry, I got cheese sandwiches.
Oh, that's right. Wait.
Huh. Interesting choice of bait, but we're here for it.
He learned this from one of the blacksmiths who's been here
Okay,
for quite some
okay.
time. So some local wisdom.
Fair enough.
Well, let's get going then. I do want to see how it goes with your cheese sandwiches.
You sound so
All right.
thrilled about those cheese sandwiches, Nyla.
It sounds
We're heading for the lake.
We're going for the lake. With your weird
Lake Monster Part 2.
All right, yeah, you guys kind of wander down to the lake. You know, the sun is still shining. It's mid-afternoon. You see a few boats on the lake and a few people also fishing from the shore. You know, it's sort of like a relaxing quiet as everybody's kind of focused on the fishing. A few folks will kind of give you guys a nod as you kind of settle in to try and find a spot.
Is there like a dock or a pier?
Yeah, there's a small pier.
Oh, sweet. I'm heading there.
Are we fishing from the dock?
I don't see why not.
Sounds good.
We're claiming it as our own.
You see a few other folks kind of fishing from it as well. And even you'll notice none of them are using cheese sandwiches. Most folks have either lures or just your normal everyday worms.
Ebron is working very hard to conceal his secret bait. So he's keeping them like in the bag, tucked into the bag.
I love that. Okay. What is I'm just like, what do you guys? I'm just trying to picture the whole gang out on these docks. What do you guys? Are you guys wearing? What are you guys wearing? Are you guys wearing like? Are you decked out in your armor still? Your t-shirts on?
I
I'm
feel like we
wearing my
should have our
usual outfit.
t-shirt.
I guess
Aw,
I'm
man.
still in all my stuff.
Yeah.
Alarin has her
maybe the
t-shirt
hat to the
on.
side.
With a
Fuck that.
tinfoil hat.
Oh boy.
Rocking that hell t-shirt and some dad jeans.
Oh my god, the dad jeans.
Get a bucket hat.
Yeah, the
Bucket hat.
bucket hat, little hook hanging off the side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to find a quiet little empty spot on the pier, Ebrin.
So he'll like, he's
Wow.
still in all this stuff, but now he'll like kind of unsling his pack and like set it on the dock and kind of loosen his armor up a bit and pull out all the stuff that the blacksmith gave him. And fishing's fishing. It's like he did it. It's been a long time since he's done it, but he understands how it works with like stringing the rod and then to the float, to the sinker, to the hook, so he gets it all set up, and then like he's very, very secretively gonna like reach into his bag and make sure like none of the other fishermen are watching. And he'll break off a corner of sandwich and making sure to get bread and a good amount of cheese. And he'll, attach it to he'll skewer it on the hook. And like once he knows that it's like on there pretty well, he's gonna kind of like stand up straight. All right, who wants to go first? Alarin, Marianne. You guys surely must have done some fishing during your time at sea.
Not much. It's been quite a few years since I've actually sat down and actually fished. I've mostly just been manning the ropes and the sails and whatnot. I haven't really kept too much the fishing aspect. But I mean, I can give it a whirl, unless Alarin, unless you want to take first go at this.
Alarin.
Alarin, you okay?
You go ahead and go first.
Okay. I'll get the whirl.
Where's Nyla? What's Nyla doing? Are they on the dock?
Yeah, like as soon as I saw there was like a dock, I'll be heading there, and whenever we find a spot, I'll be sitting like on the edge of the dock and like have my feet dipped in the water. No hat is on the side covering my things. I'm just chilling, waiting for the fish to appear. I'm waiting for the fishing to happen.
Oh, for the fish.
Ebrin is gonna reach into his sack and pull out a whole sandwich and offer it to her.
I'll grab the sandwich and nibble on it, taking my sweet time with it.
Alright, go for it, Varian.
Alright. Here it goes.
We're establishing core memories here.
We even have a basket or something to put a fish in.
No, I didn't think about that part. I'll figure it out.
Well, maybe someone left a bucket or something.
You could just take a bucket. Who knows?
Oh.
Maybe they
Here,
won't
I'll go.
notice.
Varian, you start fishing. I'll go find a bucket.
Alright. And I'll cast out the line.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check.
Survival.
Or yeah, or nature. I guess I'll take either one.
I'll go with survival. All right. 13.
13. All right. Yeah, as you kind of sitting there, well, it takes a little while. It kind of gets to the point where maybe you're like, I don't know about these cheese sandwiches. And all of a sudden you see your bobber kind of dip under the water. And you have something on the hook.
All right. Just give a tight pull and try to start reeling.
Yeah, roll me a d12.
D12. All right. 6.
Okay. So as you're kind of pulling on it, it's starting to pull back just a little bit. And make me a strength check.
Strength check.
It starts to try to pull itself free.
All right. Yeah. Natural 20.
Ooh.
20.
Oh my god. Just with one smooth, quick tug on the rod, you whip out this sort of large trout out of the water.
Oof.
Out to the pier.
All right. Okay, it's going to be a little wiggly motherfucker. All right. I'm going to just kind of solid, kind of grip as I try to get the hook out of its mouth.
Okay. You
Stop wiggling, you shit. I'm trying to help you.
what are you guys gonna do with this fish?
I'm looking for a bucket.
I'm holding the sandwich in my mouth, just like clap it, and I'm clapping. Very excited that he caught a fish like real fast. And then I'm holding the fish, not the fish, the sandwich once more, and just going back.
Yeah, one of the other fishermen will kind of notice you guys don't have a receptacle, and he's like, you haven't had any luck today, you might as well take mine, and he'll hand you his bucket, Ebrin.
Ebrin will hurry back to the others with the bucket.
It is trying to get out from me, please.
Oh, you gotta put it out of its misery, Varian.
Just flex away.
Oh.
Suplex the fish.
Whoa!
See its little eyes bulge as it stops moving.
Well, that's one way to do it.
That's is one way to do it.
Very impressive. Either way.
It was in the heat of the moment. I apologize. As I put the fish in
Okay. As long as no, I think that's fine. As long as I don't think there's any wrong way to do it. As long as you don't ruin the edible part.
I may have done that a little bit.
That's okay. It's just more tenderized.
All right.
Oh,
my
keep
fish.
going.
No.
Keep going. We have plenty of sandwich.
Take a shot this. You said it's been a while for you. I'd say give it a whirl.
Sure. And Ebrin will pull another piece off the same sandwich and string the line again and give it like a good toss. Toss it out as deep as he can get it.
Okay. You get a nice long cast out there. And go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Damn.
It's okay. All these nat 20s, I don't need those for combat. What are you talking about?
Just for
What are you talking about?
Just for the fishing minigame.
Almost as quick as as soon as that sandwich dips below the water, you immediately feel a tug on your line. And it feels big. And since you got a 20, I'll let you roll strength with advantage. As this thing like starts pulling real hard, you see your rod start to bend a little bit.
Oh. Oh.
I believe.
Sure. Ring? Oh, it didn't give me an option. Oh, I didn't. Hold on. Let me do.
You just click it one more time. It's fine.
And strength.
Oh my
God.
The most impressive fisherman.
Yeah, you
Alright.
Not only are we kings of the
I
beach,
did-
we're kings of the lake.
We're gonna come across some fucking swamp dragon on our way to Elia, and I'm gonna not have a single nat 20 in my name. I'm gonna get turned into a pile of mulch.
all right, roll me a d8.
E8.
A D8.
Interesting. Two.
Oh.
What are we here? Okay.
I'm so confused.
With a 2, you pull out. It looks like a trout. But you see the scales of this fish are glittering in like a shimmering like amount of colors, almost as if there was encrusted with gems itself.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. The sandwiches are working.
Secret.
Ebron's gonna like very quickly get a hold of it. But he's not sure. It's like, do I kill it? What if it like will grant me a wish if I release it? I don't know. I've never seen anything like this.
You start to hear like whispers from across the dock, like from the fishermen around you. They're all kind of looking at you and they're like, it's like a fish of legend. I didn't even know they were real.
Ebron is gonna very hurriedly he's gonna look at he's gonna like look down at the fish. He's gonna like hold the fish and make eye contact with it.
The fish just looks at you with fish eyes, sort of like kind of gasping as fish do.
All right, fish. If you're magical, this is your one chance to talk to me.
It doesn't say anything.
As you do with a fish, he's gonna proceed to bash its head over the dock.
The fish goes limp.
Only the most humane ways here in D&D.
And he'll very quickly put it in the bucket out of sight.
Well, look at you making a fortune.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know either.
I have no idea. Actually, Steve, have I heard of said fish?
Roll me a history check or a nature check. I'll
Jesus.
accept either one.
Oh, I can't see. Sorry. Both suck. So, yeah.
With a 13, you vaguely remember hearing tales of like fish sort of like glittering like rainbows. You've never seen
The rainbow fish book.
And a few of the fishermen that were on the dock, kind of around you guys, will come up to you and be like, "Did you just catch a mythical rainbow fish?"
I guess we did. I was not expecting to see that.
They're gonna look at Ebron. Wait, can we see it? We've never seen one before. We didn't even know they were real. We've heard stories, but that's all they've been. Stories.
Sure, but just a quick look. Just real quick.
They'll take a peek and kind of whisper to each other. Look, sir, what kind of bait are you using to catch such a fine fish?
Oh, just bugs and stuff. We dug them out of the ground.
Perhaps you could share one with us.
Oh, that was my last one, but I can tell you where I got them.
Oh, yeah. One of them will get like a little notepad out. Please.
Even I'll just point to the other side of the lake.
The two guys will look at each other, and then like run off.
Hmm. I suppose that might be enough fishing for now.
Well, no, I might give it an attempt. I'm thinking
Oh?
about if I wants to catch a fish, could you kill it for me? I'm not. I'm afraid
Well,
that
I
me bashing its
fish. I
head
don't.
might be difficult.
Yes.
Given
Yeah, of
my
course.
tiny hands. Hmm. Well, do
Yes.
you have your frying pan at a ready, or any sort of blunt weapon?
I can have it at the ready. Yes.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll need you to lean down over the dock and be
Oh.
ready to hit downward for the fish.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Would you like me to bait the hook for you?
No, I don't need your tool.
Okay. And Eben is gonna pass the fishing rod to Alarin.
Okay.
Alarin, hold this. And
I
he's
will
gonna
hold the fishing rod.
he'll detach his frying pan from where it
I will
belonged
hold
to his
the
from where it's
full
slung to his pack.
full length fishing
Yeah.
rod.
Hold the full length fish rod. They're light. Fishing rods are lightweight. You're fine.
I know.
And he'll kind of like get down on one knee and kind of like have the frying pan at the ready. What exactly is your plan here, Nyla?
You'll see. You'll see. As I keep my eyes
Swear
on
to
the
God,
water.
mage hand.
Do I see fish?
You might see like a little bit of movement underneath the water.
All right. As soon as I see like any sort of fish, I want to cast Vortex Warp on it.
Can you put it in the chat?
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, the fish has to
no.
roll a con save. Just teleport. Top tier spell, by the way.
Teleport fish.
Uh,
Oh yeah, very fun spell.
okay.
I was
I
expecting
mean,
you to like grab it with mage hand or something.
Surely, Steve, you can find a stat block for a trout. They have to have a constitution score somewhere.
Yeah, go ahead and.
Uh,
Let's find out. Fortunately, trout does not exist in the compendium.
fish.
Yeah, I was thinking fish.
Yeah, just you fish.
Unfortunately, that doesn't work either.
Oh,
What about a quipper?
I'm just gonna roll a d20.
That works too.
Okay. So, Ibrin, near you, you see sort of like the space begin to like bend and warp, and all of a sudden there is a like small hold on, where's my fish list go? So just small, yeah, it's like a small little trout kind of pop up in front of you.
He's gonna very quickly like hold the frying pan out underneath it and like catch it in the pan.
Oh, that works too.
I wasn't sure what you wanted me to do.
bonk it, but
I'll still bonk it.
that's fine too.
Okay.
I was thinking like the trout would like appear in like in the pan. Hey, you just put it on the
Oh.
dock. I'll bash its brains out.
Either solution works. Either solution works as long as it's squirming around. and
And
flipping everywhere.
right now they've got some downtime. They're just fishing.
So it's a small trout.
I'm just trying to keep up.
He'll very quickly give it a quick bonk with the. Well, he'll hold the fish steady with one hand and then give it a quick bonk with the the center of the frying pan right on its noggin.
Oh, there it is. My catch of the day.
That was very impressive, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen a fish ever do that before.
Oh,
Nice.
I have my own way of doing things, I suppose. But I'm waiting for Alarin to catch her own.
No, lordy. Alright.
Go ahead and roll that survival check as you cast out the line.
Where'd my thingy go? There it is. That was almost nature. Yeah.
16. Okay. You get a nice cast out there. The cheese sandwich stays right on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Back here it is. And as you wait a few moments, just with everybody else, the bobber goes down. And go ahead and roll me a d12 as you seem to have something on the line.
Cancel. Roll 1d12. 11.
Let's see. Okay. With an 11, the rod starts to bend a lot. It's something it seems very strong, begins to like kind of pull on the rod. You like get dragged like a few inches closer to the edge of the pier, and you're gonna need to make me a
No.
strength check.
Oh god.
I
Ebron,
believe.
help.
I believe.
Yeah.
Can't
Wait, that was a
can
save.
if I'm within reach of her, can
That's
I
fine.
help? Can I like get a hold of her?
Yeah, you see with a 6 that she's starting to get dragged off the dock by this fish. You're going to make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can catch Alarin in time.
Aw.
Oh. With an 11, you just miss her. As
Oh.
Alarin plunges into the lake.
I am letting go of the fishing rod.
No, my rod! Don't you dare let go of that fishing rod, Alarin.
Just getting dragged.
You guys watch as the rod kind of sinks down into the lake.
Let go. Wait, did you let go?
I imagine I'm probably in water that I cannot stand in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I don't let go, I'm getting dragged. So. I will get you another fishing rod.
Or you can just dive in and go get it.
It's fine.
Alarin's gonna like awkwardly doggy paddle back to shore.
There's a good chance too if it was like I don't know what edition.
It wasn't counting on
Winter,
two baths
Winter Nights
today.
used. Was it 5th edition?
That had to have been the biggest fish in the whole world.
Hey, I asked for help. You missed.
I wasn't expecting something that big to live in this lake. I mean, you are quite
yeah,
small.
but
and your
remember
arms
what
are
lived in the
quite
last lake?
narrow. Yeah, but he was chill.
I mean, he was chill, yeah. But
My brand new rod.
I'll get you another one.
Cheese sandwiches are quite potent, aren't they?
There you go.
I think with that,
That's okay.
it's a good spot to.
It's alright, Alarin. We've already caught a pretty big prize already. We could just eat the rest of these sandwiches, I think.
Okay. We could fish tomorrow. Just, I don't know, tie me to the dock or something. I don't know.
Just get ripped in half.
No! Steve!
What? I mean, no, it's fine. Give it a shot.
Just make a harness out of rope so that I don't get ripped in half.
Oh, where's the fun of that, though?
I'm sorry you don't want me stabbing your frogs anymore.
Poor frogs. That was like 2 years ago.
Again.
It better not.
All right.
I think here's a good spot to wrap it up, though. We're at the 2-hour mark. Thank you so much for watching. And again, we are playing this live on Twitch, so if you ever want to see any of this unfold as it happens, come drop by the stream. Also, all of our players are fellow streamers, and if you like what you heard, please go check them out. They are all absolutely fantastic folks. I'll have links to their Twitch pages down in the description below as well. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you all next time. Have a good one.